Yo, what's going on? It's Aviles here, and in today's video, we're going to talk about the National Achievers Congress here in Orlando that I went to today, and I'm going to share with you all of my tips and notes that I learned from Garyvee. So stay tuned. So if it's your first time on this channel, my name is Aviles, the creator of the Affiliate Secret System. And in this channel, we talk about ways to make money online, how to start, build, and grow a proper online business. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to this channel by clicking the bottom right and click that bell notification so you're the first to know when I drop a new video. And if you want to learn about the Affiliate Secret System and exactly how I'm helping everyday people make money online, go ahead and check out the link in the description below, and I'll be glad to share that with you. But for now, I want to go over my notes and what I learned from Garyvee.
Please welcome a Success Resources roaring round of applause for Garyvee.
Garyvee is everything expected. Excuse me. On stage, he was awesome. I'm actually really excited. He was the whole reason I went to this, and of course, they saved him for the end. He was like the main event, just like in wrestling. You know, people, the main events always last. Well, that was Garyvee. Everyone's hyped for him. Everyone's on fire when he came out on stage, and he was in typical Garyvee fashion. And I was just a couple of notes, and a lot of this, if you follow Garyvee, it's probably nothing super new that you haven't heard. But there was a couple of things that click. You know, when you hear things over and over again, sometimes you hear it starts to click after a while. So in this one, you know, it takes work and passion. And what I thought was, I was cracking up. So he's like, there's no magical pill or magical system or magical this or that, whatever, that's going to give you results. You just need to put in the work. And I was cracking up because I was sitting next to my friend John McNeil, who's here on YouTube as well. Look him up. He's got over 10,000 subscribers. Great guy. And he was like, oh, you know, well, as soon as he said that, I looked over at John. I'm like, I guess everyone should ask for a refund on their $2,000 courses that they just bought, because everyone before him was selling on stage like, this is the system to make money with. You want to make millions, do this system. I think the guy before him was selling like a real estate course or something, like, here's how you make millions of dollars. Buy this course. It's like $1,000 or whatever. And then Garyvee comes on like, yeah, you don't need to buy anything. You just got to put in the work. I was just cracking up inside because I'm like, can I get a refund on this? I didn't buy anything. I'm just saying people might be thinking that. But no, those other courses seem definitely powerful because they're learning strategies. They're not like, you know, whatever. They help you learn and everything like that. And of course, in my mind, I'm like, well, I created the Affiliate Secret System. I'm like, it's a system that's done for you to help people make money. And I'm like, oh, yeah, but I still promote it. But yeah, anyway, it's the work that I'm putting in. Other people do need to put in the work. This isn't a done-for-you system. Well, it's a done-for-you system, but people do need to put their own work in to help people get into the system so that we can both help close sales for you. It essentially allows me to help my clients and my team close sales together so they can make money. So that's what my system is built and designed to do. But yeah, at the end of the day, even though this is a tool, it helps people. They still need to do the work themselves, and that's why some people, they just don't want to do the work themselves. So at the end of the day, you do need to do the work for yourself. The path to happiness and success is basically doing and liking what you want to do. If you had to work 15-hour days at doing this, would you like and do it and have that passion to do it? Excuse me. That's the secret to happiness, because he's like, of course, in Garyvee fashion, I'll censor myself a little bit, but if he knows people who are millionaires who are miserable as AF, and he's like, I'd much rather be happy taking a bus than to be miserable in a Porsche. You know, it's that happiness that makes people happy. Just be happy with yourself. We're at the best stage for social media. You know, he's big on social media, and of course, he's talking about TikTok and LinkedIn as like the newest trend. Which TikTok, I am probably going to be experimenting with soon. And I thought, you know, the concept of it and why its attention is because I guess there's like 1.5 billion users on it or something. No, it wasn't like that. 1.5 million? No, not million. That was a crazy number. It was a lot of people. Oh, 500 million, because I think Instagram's about 500 million. So I think TikTok was like right there, except everyone's still hyped on Instagram or whatever. So the cost for attention is low because there's not a lot of people on it. So like an early seller is always the people who have success. So basically he's hyping people to get on that. So at the best stage for social media, so you can connect with people. You never win playing a game someone else is more passionate about. Okay, you'll never win playing a game that someone else is more passionate about. Oh, let me add, at the end of this, I'm going to share some of the clips with Garyvee. I probably should have said this at the beginning of the video. But I'm going to share some clips that I recorded from the Garyvee speech in this video so that you can see some of the clips that I think were pretty powerful for you. Yeah, you'll never win at a game someone else is more passionate about, because they're more passionate about it. When they have passion and fire, if you're just like in it for the money and you're not passionate about it, they're going to succeed. People are impatient. They want things fast because they want to show off. People yearn for compliments over value. Compliments make vulnerable to negative. Compliments make you vulnerable to negativity. So people yearn for compliments. Oh, I need to post pictures. I need all these likes. I need this and that. You know, that's what they want to show off. That's what it is, you know. And he was saying, like, you know, back in the day, you only have to impress like 10 or 15 people, you know, when you're in your neighborhood or your family and friends. And now when you make a post, it's like you got hundreds of people or thousands of people who follow you and you're friends with, whatever. So it's like you got it. It's like that added pressure of being, you know, cool and all that. Whose opinion matters to you? They're the ones who matter the most and that you're the most vulnerable for. He always talks about, you know, kids and parents, and just like, I guess parents are like, oh, you got to do this, got to go to college, and then kids end up resenting their parents. I guess a lot of his audience is like that. So it's like, if he's like, you know, if you resent your parents, you know, tell them F off and stuff like that, and you're going to do what you want to do, what makes you happy, type of thing. So, you know, just that, but that person who makes you most vulnerable. So whether it's your wife, your spouse, your husband, your kids, your parents, whatever, your best friend, that's who you're most vulnerable with. Whoever's opinion matters the most. You can't rely on parents. Causes tension with kids. So that's what I was talking about. You know, your parents, you end up fighting with them and everything like that. Only thing that matters is communication. So there's communication. That's at the end of the day, it's being able to communicate with people just like us. You watching this video and communicating and everything like that. You win on 10 platforms on the phone. So you can win at this whole social media game if you're on all 10 platforms. So he's like, posts 64 times a day, and he has like a whole blog about it and everything like that. And it's like, yeah, it's hard, but he's like, do the work, and if you do this work, then you will succeed. But of course, he's got a team, but that's everyone's excuse. Oh, you got a team and I don't, but he did it on his own to get started. So to get, you know, you just got to put in the work. If you really want to start and grow a brand and a business, you can do it for free on social media. I'm more of a person who's all about paid ads. That's just my preference. But there are people who just don't have the money for paid ads, so they do it for free. So if you're willing to do the work, it does take work, but you can absolutely do it for free. 5 to 100 pieces of content per day is what you should be putting out. I'm sorry, 50 to 100 pieces of content per day is what you should be putting out. A piece of content could be a tweet, could be an Instagram post, a Snapchat video. You know, a lot of stuff you can repurpose. You can take a Snapchat. You can write a tweet, you can screenshot it, post it on Instagram. You can post the same thing on Snapchat. That's like 3 contents right there. He's got a whole slide deck of it. It's like a 64 pieces of content thing that he has. So you can go look that up for sure. Imaginary success. People are insecure. I don't know what I think. I meant just people imagine they have success or they fake it. People are insecure about it. People will front. They'll use person as an excuse because they're afraid of failure. So they'll be like, oh no, I'm not going to tell my mom I'm not going to do it because, you know, whatever. If they want to quit their job and start a whole new industry business or something, they use their parents or whatever as an excuse because they personally are insecure about it. You know, and they don't want to be like, yeah, mom, I'm going to quit my job and go start this whole other business unless they 100% believe in themselves. So because they're afraid of failure, so they blame their parents. Oh yeah, no, my mom, that's why, blah, blah, blah. Talk versus actual, consume to escape. So talk versus actual, people talk a lot of crap, but until you actually do it, it doesn't matter. So actually do things. Become accountable for things that are your fault. So like when he runs a business, he blames everything on himself, because he's the owner. So take blame and you'll just be accountable for it. Accountability and lack of entitlement equals happiness. So if you're accountable for things and you don't feel entitled about it, that's going to be happiness. Of course, TikTok and LinkedIn, we talked about that a little bit ago. TikTok's the next thing because it's like 15-second videos and you swipe up and there's the next one, 15-second video, boom. And it's like that constant swipe. So it's like you can consume a lot of stuff quickly. Every app wants you to stay in the app. So a lot of people complain about social media. Oh, they changed the algorithm, blah, 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 and they're hurting my reach and organic reach and yada, yada. Everyone, they're changing things so people can stay in the app. Create better content. If your content's good, people will find it and want to watch it or see it or whatever. If the content's not good, then you need to look at yourself in the mirror. 3 posts, so you should be doing 3 posts a day on TikTok, 3 posts on LinkedIn, 1.5 billion downloads of TikTok. Maybe so, I don't know, but it's a growing thing. Podcast, audio consumption will continue to grow with things like Alexa and all that stuff. Watch her talk. No, she didn't. And you're going to eventually be able to buy, like, hey, Alexa, buy this thing or whatever, and then they'll buy it. So audio consumption is not going anywhere. That's why he's focusing on this podcast still. And you got to be able to make unemotional decision making. So that's some of the tips I learned from Garyvee. I'm going to leave you with a couple clips now that I recorded, and then I'll be right back after those Garyvee clips.
It's actually zero impact on your life. And I get to be the byproduct of tremendous parenting to have that mindset. Not everybody had that. My father didn't. I know how my grandmother raised him, and I watch how his actions go based on that. So I stand here in Orlando today with deep gratitude for the way I was built. When I hear the accolades, when those cheers come, it's so easy for me to default into you're cheering me as a byproduct of a whole lot of great circumstances, a whole lot of good parenting, which doesn't allow me to get high or ever have an ego of not the humility. I'm the byproduct. Raise your hand. If you've raised your hand and you're not crushing it, you've got a problem. And let me tell you what that problem is. The last 5 years have been the single easiest years to build a successful business in the history of fucking time. So if you just raised your hand and you're not winning and you're not happy, you're in a fucking shit spot. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a take a step back and think maybe this isn't the right business. Maybe I'm chasing quick cash. The reason there's so many fucking crypto and cannabis and social media experts is people chase trends, not what they're good at or like. They're so easy. I've been telling you, how many people here follow me? What, you think you're gonna get something crazy up here today? You know exactly what I'm gonna fucking say. I feel like Aerosmith up here. I'm not playing new music, I'm gonna play the fucking classics. But the reason I keep like doing this and why it's interesting to me is I've learned in the last decade, especially, but kind of always knew, right place, right time, right analogy, right moment, right? Like, to me, it's been fascinating to watch people consume my content. You know, what's great about how I do it and how I recommend you do it is read your comments, read your DMs, read your, I know a lot of you are mad I haven't texted you back. I get fucking 4,000 of them a day. I'm texting 300 back. I just can't fucking catch up. But I'm telling you, I read that shit. And the reason I read it is it allows me to know what I need to talk about here. You think I knew that people were fucking super sad because their parents were paying for shit? I didn't know that. My parents didn't pay for my shit, so I could have never known that. It was the thousands of emails in the last 5 years that I've read from kids in their 20s who finally reconciled the fact of, oh fuck, my unhappiness comes from the fact that my parents are secretly paying for my life, which consciously and subconsciously makes me feel like a fucking loser. Let me tell you something right now. You want to get happy real fast? I don't know how many people this is going to work for in this room, but if you're in this camp, if you are over the age of 22 and your parents pay for anything on some real shit, you need to leave this conference, call your parents and say, I'm never taking another fucking dollar from you. My shit is universal. It's always been this way. Building a true foundation is how you build success. It scares me. It scares me how many people think there's a hack. We just save everybody a lot of time. If you think there's a hack, a secret, a system, or a quick path, humans are smart. Everybody would then do it. Let me say it one more time for the fuckers in the back. Yeah! I see you! Yeah! There's no fucking shortcut, dick! None. Zero. There's a very easy way to do this. If you make $49,000 a year, live as if you're making 27. Everybody lives over what they make. No wonder you can't save money. Your apartment's too nice. Of course you can't save money. Your car is too fancy. Of course you can't save. You're buying clothes you can't afford. There are motherfuckers that complain to me. And this is where listen, if you're DMing me or emailing me, know that I don't fucking fool around. When you DM me and say, nah, I can't, the first thing I do is go to your account. Don't let me hear that you're broke as fuck. And the first fucking story I click on, you're drinking a $7 fucking coffee. If you're broke, you're not allowed to take Uber. Take the bus, dick.
Straight up, man.
We need to start saving money to get up. Are you in a shit spot? Are you in debt? You don't like it? There's going to be no fast track to $1 million that's going to fix that. It's going to be taking a step back and drinking a whole lot of humility, not a fucking French latte. I don't get it. People are always like, Gary, your story about you building your dad's business, that's not true. Like, you fucking, like, that can't be true. You had money to invest in Twitter and all that shit. I know your story. Like, okay, right. Because when I made $53,000 a year, I had a $2,000 a month apartment. Then I moved down to a $1,400 one because I wanted to save more money. And I bought nothing for a decade. I went out 0 times. I bought no clothes. I wore liquor t-shirts to fucking work. I fucking spent no money. Not super complicated. How many people here are immigrants or the dumbest shit ever? The world has never been better. The mainstream media tells us it's the worst. I understand how this works. I come from the Soviet Union. I know how this all works. I ask you to understand that you, for your business, have the ability to communicate. Do you understand that what I'm telling you with TikTok and Instagram and LinkedIn and YouTube and podcasting and Twitter used to cost 30 years ago millions of dollars in infrastructure to be in the game? That you would have to buy a printing press and deliver newspapers, that you'd have to shoot a fucking satellite into the air and start a TV network. This would cost tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars, and yet, we're not taking advantage of it. That's right. You little 3-year-old, you fucking get it, and they don't. She fucking gets it. She's frustrated over it. She's like, these dumb fuckers don't get it. My friends, do me a favor. Let's make this real simple. Please use tonight to honestly figure out why you're not posting. Because it's an excuse, I hope you know. Because on Twitter, you can post 40 times a day, write words, and if you don't have a designer, you hit the little GIF button, and they give you a default GIF, and now you have design for free. Like, it's not because you don't have the infrastructure or the money, and don't even start with me with the, Gary, I don't have time. That's my favorite DM. Gary, I don't have time. Switch over to the account, latest story, eating 17 Chick-fil-A's. Huge shout out to the politician, watched all 8 episodes last night. Nobody can beat me in 2K. You have time. I promise you, if you're not fully happy, all you have is time. If you make a video and somebody leaves a comment, shut up, you look so fucking ugly, put some makeup on, do you understand that you should not feel bad? That you should look at that comment, take a step back and say, my God, I feel so sad for this person. This person took time out of their life to watch my fucking video and spit venom into the comment. Their life is so fucked. We shouldn't be mad at haters and trolls. We should deploy compassion. If you're the kind of human being that watches other people's shit to drag them, my friends, cliche, misery loves company. I swear on my children's health, every negative comment I get, the entire chemical frame of my body goes into compassion, sympathy, and empathy. I mean that. Just post content. If you're weird, if it's scary to you to go on video, then write. Right? If, you want to start a podcast, and what are you going to go and, I do this, then I get a million emails. Gary, okay, you convinced me. Orlando was lit. I'm fired up. I'm doing it. Now, real quick, what do I need to do to set up for a podcast? I found this thing. I just bought this fucking course for $997 to buy how to set up a podcast. Do I need good lighting? Do I need a microphone? Do I need this? No, motherfucker. Your phone has something called memos. Fucking press the button and fucking talk, dick.
So I hope you enjoyed those Garyvee clips. He's a great guy. From what I've heard, it was just really cool to see him live. Experience, feel the energy in the room. I've followed him for a few years and everything like that, so it was really cool. Hope you got some value out of this series. If so, please feel free to share it. Leave a comment below. Let me know which person, which you thought I got the most value from, or which tips have helped you the most. I'd be glad to hear from you. And if you like this kind of series, maybe I'll make more series videos like this. And if you haven't yet, make sure you click my face over here to subscribe to this channel. Click that bell notification so you're the first to know when I drop a new video. And if you want to learn about the affiliate secret system and how I'm helping people like you make money online, go ahead and check out the link over here. If you want to watch the rest of the playlist, you can do so right here, and as well as one of my other videos over here. And that's it for today. And always remember, you're just one side hustle away. Take care.